You know, you may remember the Oscar-winning movie Ford versus Ferrari. The film told the true story of the first time an American team won the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
Yeah, this year marks the 90th running of that legendary auto race, and it will feature another first involving a young man from Wilsonville. Tony has more in today's Behind the Wheel.
At 16 years old, Josh Pierson has only had his Oregon driver's license for a couple of months.
How many tries did it take you to pass your written test?
2. Yeah, hold on. Written tests are not my thing.
But he's not your average teen driver. Born and raised in Wilsonville, he's about to become the youngest driver in history to compete in the oldest endurance auto race in history, the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
The event has so much history surrounding it that you really can't complain if you end up doing Le Mans. Lots of drivers say that they would love to do it or they would like to do it, and I'm happy to say that I'm going to get to do it.
Don't let his humility fool you. Driving in the 24 Hours of Le Mans, or Le Mans to some, is an amazing accomplishment at any age.
We realized pretty quickly on that we were going to be the youngest in history to drive, and that's something very special.
Josh got his start just a few miles from where he grew up, racing go-karts at Pat's Acres in Canby. His talent was evident early. He still remembers when it all began to click.
When I was 7 or 8 years old, it was my first national kart race in Arizona. It was the first time I was being away from home, traveling.
The years that followed were a blur of travel, training, tracks, and trophies, all of it appealing to his intellect and instinct.
With motor racing in general, when you're going so fast and at the speeds that we're doing things, you're almost playing a high-speed game of chess. Also, I guess, you know, a racing driver, I'm kind of an adrenaline junkie, so I love the feeling of speed and being behind the wheel.
Josh currently drives for United Autosports in the World Endurance Championship. Teams of 3 drivers race one car for 6, 12, or in the case of Le Mans, 24 hours. This year alone, Josh has driven at the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi, the Red Bull Ring in Austria, and all over the U.S., including a first-place finish at the 1,000 miles of Sebring.
Does that feel like it's just part of your normal life now?
Yeah, I guess, you know, for...
Because it's not normal. It's not normal for a 16-year-old to be doing what you're doing.
For me, in driving so long, I guess it does become normal to a certain extent.
Of course, all of this is happening while Josh is still taking online classes in high school.
What's your GPA?
Well, I have A's and B average, so I'd assume it's 3.5, I would hope.
When he's home, he's still a kid, doing the things kids have to do.
Put dishes in the sink, I'm expected to do that. You know, I'm expected to keep my room clean, so, but I'm not yelled at about it.
From the looks of it, any yelling he might hear now will be cheering soon enough.
If I end up, after a couple years here, getting a contract with a manufacturer and making a decent living off of motor racing, then college can wait until I really need it.
Until then, Josh is counting down till June 11th and his date with history at the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
The atmosphere in that place is crazy, and it's something really unique and hard to explain, but I'm really looking forward to getting there and being in the car on the circuit.
I'm Tony Martinez, Fox 12 Oregon.
Okay, I had goosebumps about 3 times throughout that story. What an impressive young man.
Yeah. I've never felt more comfortable as a passenger with a 16-year-old driver in my
That's saying
life.
a lot coming from you.
But I was trying to, to quantify what this means, because not everybody follows motorsports. But it's literally like, playing in like Game 7 of the World Series. I mean, he'll be competing with men and women who have been driving for decades. I mean, the average driver at Le Mans is like 35 years old. He's 16. So, I mean, it's just the level of competition is world-class, top level.
I hope we can follow up with him.
Yeah.
I would love to hear about his experience.
Just
well, I know I'll
incredible.
be watching. So.
Yeah, really neat. Tony, thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Did he keep it under the speed limit when you're...
I actually got out of the story, but he came to a complete and full stop.
Oh.
My hero.
Oh,
Good. At every stop sign, I was like, Josh, you are nailing it, brother.
Signal, blind spot check, everything.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we were good. Good.